Okay guys, doing a quick video for you guys on what you should be doing when you first buy your Husqvarna curve shaft string trimmer. One of my old string trimmers I've had for a few years, probably about 9 years, which is the 129C. I also got the 129L. It's a 1 horsepower motor, 28cc model. Be hitting a little bit harder than my 122L that I own and I did a review on last year. So I've had this one for a few years, and I also got the straight shaft version of this. They also make a combi version of this old school guy. It's kind of vintage. They stopped making this version, the 129C and the 29L. They don't have as much power as this guy does. This one has a 11-ounce gas tank, which is pretty small, and it's really only good for yards that are like flat and small, you know, apartment yards or like subdivision yards and stuff like that. If you're wanting to use this guy for a residential string trimmer, you probably could use this commercially, but I wouldn't recommend it. We're gonna test it out and do some video, you know, or a straight shaft in general. But you know, curve shafts are a little bit different than your straight shaft string trimmers, guys. Some of the things you guys want to do when you first buy them, when you put them together, usually you got to put the pole inside the shaft inside the throttle housing, and then you basically, you know, screw them in right here, and then you want to slide your handguard. This actually will loosen up. You can flip them upside down. You know, it has a butterfly nut on the bottom, and it should go on. There's like a little plate underneath it, and it should go on fairly easy. Then you put on your guard, which is right here. Then you screw in the head by putting a crescent wrench right here on this nut, and then counterclockwise turning it in here. You could also put a Echo speed feed head on this as well, but if you want to take this one off, you can't just take it off like you would with a straight shaft. You have to get a crescent wrench to stop the head, and then turn the head with your hand to take off the head. But if you want to put it on, it's the opposite way. You put that on, and then you can put your guard on. You have to screw these two pieces in order to get the guard on with the with a hex key that it comes with. And then you put this on with the butterfly. Make sure it's secure with the butterfly nut right there. That's how you put it together usually, but most of the time when you buy these curve shaft string trimmers, they're already going to be pre-assembled, unless you buy the combi version, which is the, you know, two-piece version where you slide the shaft inside the handle part of the combi. I don't know. We're going to show you guys how to re-spool the T25 head that comes with this one, and I believe this one's a 1 horsepower motor. I've had this one for a couple years, but honorable mentions from Husqvarna. If you guys are wanting to get a curve shaft string trimmer from them, you can get a 122C, or you can get the 130C, I believe, make one as well from Husqvarna. Echo also make the SRM 225 curve shaft. The heads on them are a little bit different. Sometimes they come with the, you know, where you put two pieces of line on each side of the head type of quick feed heads, but you can remove those and put a Echo speed feed head 400 on those if you wanted to. And the next thing you want to do after you got it all assembled, once you get it from Lowe's or your lawnmower dealer, wherever you buy a curve shaft string trimmer from, you get yourself a 1-gallon gas tank. Before you fill this up, you want to take off your spout. Depending on how big your gas tank is. If you got a 2-gallon gas tank, you want to use 2 of these and pour them in here. These fuel mixers. This is 5-0-1 fuel mix. Try to tend to use the one that comes with your string trimmer. Like if I'm using a Husqvarna, go with the Husqvarna XP Plus synthetic blend stuff. You have to bust the tab. You got 1 gallon, put just 1 of these in here, and then fill it up at the gas station. Try to go to Liberty gas station if you can and get 87% octane fuel, which is pure gas, not ethanol. And once you put this in here, Fill the tank up to 1 gallon. There should be a marker that says 1 gallon. Once you do that, you stick your you tighten up your spout back on there, and then you start shaking it up. Once you got it full, what that does is it mixes the blend of 2-stroke gas oil inside of it. Then you're ready to pour it into your gas tank. Once you do that, guys, you're ready to rock and roll. Now we're going to go to the portion of the video how to put line on a T25 head once you run out. I showed you guys how to basically put it together, you know. I showed you guys how to put it together, mix the fuel, and I'm going to show you guys how to put some line on it. And okay, we're going to put some line on this guy because I guess I forgot to put line on it a couple of years ago. Unless the line broke off. Nope. And you guys want to take this head off. You push these 2 pins in, the head comes right off. You take off the spool. It tells you where the line goes. 6 arm lengths of line, that's what I usually use. And pinch that line like this. 6 arm lengths of line's plenty for this. Your 2 pieces of line like this, you know, you want to loop it like this, and you want to grab the bottom piece of one line like right here. Oh man, okay, just pull it down right here. This is on the T25 head. This won't work on the rapid replace head, but I highly recommend you guys get the universal Echo speed feed heads for this. It comes with like the C conversion adapters for it and stuff, so you can convert your C version string trimmer Husqvarnas or your C version. Then you take this loop, convert your C version Echo string trimmers, you know, your steel string trimmers to a Echo speed feed head. But you take your line, loop it on the end, make sure the line is even on both ends. You want 6 arm lengths of line, and then you take the spool. It shows you where to wind the line. You take your line right here with the loop, stick it in the center of the spool, and then use your thumb as a guide to wrap the line around like this. And this works on all T25 heads. Most of these Husqvarna string trimmers come with T25 heads or T35s, depending on which model you got. Most Husqvarna dealers only sell the T25 heads because they're reliable. The only downside about them is you gotta load them up like this, and they can be a pain in the butt to reload. But you should be able to get 6 arm lengths, 20 or 30 feet of line on here, no problem. I think that might almost be enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it there. I think I'm gonna put line on it. I'm gonna have to cut the excess off, unfortunately. And you take the other side and notch it like this on the spool. You notch both of these sides with the line. Then you stick it back in the spool cover like this. If you can get it in here, not any problem. Sort of like the Echo speed feed, like Echomatic heads. You know, you stick it in there like that. Have these 2 pieces of line coming out. Put them into the eye guides of your string trimmer head. Put it back on here. I overspooled it, of course, and I might have problems with knocking line out of it with the bump knob later, but what? No freaking way, man. Okay, there we go. You want to line these 2 clips up with the housing, close it like that, and if you got something to cut off the excess line, take the line and put a loop in it with the line cutter and just pop it off like that, and then go to the other side and cut the excess off. I overspooled it, honestly. I haven't spooled one of these things in a long time, so cut off the excess if you got any. And that's how you re-spool line on your Husqvarna T25 heads. It's really simple, guys. And how to cold start it after you put some line on it. Okay, guys, you want to start this up. You want to put it on choke. Prime it about 9 times. By pulling up on this, you're just choking it. Prime it about 9 times. Once you prime it up about 9 times, you start it. It doesn't have one of those like echo switches where you have to push it up and down. You hit that stop switch, it'll stop the motor. Once you do that, you pull it gently, put that down, let it run a little bit, and then pull the throttle trigger, and it should stop the head from going out in it. Okay, it doesn't like to stop. Head keeps going, but doesn't edge very well, but gotta pick up some stuff here. to get your string trimmer going when you first buy it at Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you buy your string trimmer from, your curve shaft. This also works some for your straight shaft string trimmers as a starter guide. Hope you guys like this video. It's been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical. If you found the video helpful, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.